Hello friends, I'm Sammy from Sparkle Studio and welcome to your Pick a Card reading, or a Pick a Kitty reading. Today we're going to have a look at what message or messages you need to hear right now. We've got 3 kitties to choose from. Kitty number 1, this guy with chrysocolla. Pile number 2, upside down kitty with some pyrite. And kitty number 3, this loafy one with lepidolite. Pick whichever kitty or kitties you're most drawn to and find your timestamp down below. I'll see you soon. Hello, pile number 1. If you picked this kitty with the chrysocolla, this is your reading. Now, chrysocolla is a wonderful stone of communication, so it helps ease stress and erratic emotions. It helps clear those staticky feelings and promotes self-expression. Helps you speak your truth and wisdom with gentleness. So how lovely. That is the vibes of kitty number 1. We will have a look at this card at the end. And let's see what messages you need to hear today. Messages from my pile 1, please, Spirit. I'm gonna pick you. Alright, okay. The star, the 4, 10 of pentacles. Who's here? 9 of cups. So let's just break these down a little bit. So we've got the 9 of cups in reverse. So when it's upright, he's so chunky, it's so cute. So when it's upright is usually the wish fulfilled card. But with this chunky little guy in reverse, it's more like unmet expectations or chasing an idea of happiness rather than actual happiness. So it could be a feeling of what you think you wanted or what you think would bring you the most satisfaction isn't really landing how you expected it to. If you thought, for example, getting this really good job that's high paying, living in a nice fancy apartment in the city was going to be your dream life, but then you realize, I really just want to live in the country and have ducks, So it could be a little reflection piece of tapping back into what actually makes you happy. Is it just for show, or is it what you've been told is the path or the ideal white picket fence life that you're supposed to be achieving? There seems to be a disconnect, right, of what you're actually wanting and what you think you want. I hope that made sense. So yeah, what do you want? What came up as the scene from The Notebook where Ryan Gosling's like, what do you want? Anyway, okay, then we've got the star. The lovely, lovely star. It's one of my favorite cards because it's about healing and hope and that, quiet faith that everything's going to work out. It's just a really beautiful counterbalance amidst, this confusing, I don't know what I want energy and disappointment. There's a guiding light. So it's truly following your North Star. It's going to be okay. It's keep going. It's renewal energy. It's a reminder that rest and gentle faith are doing more than you realize right now. So you got this, girl. And I say girl, I don't just mean this reading is just for girlies. I'm going to call everyone girlies, okay? Just... Okay. Now, with the Fool in reverse. So upright, let's put him upright. The Fool is about leaping without fear, like trusting the unknown, like taking that leap of faith. So in reversed, it can look like hesitation or just recklessness in the wrong direction, or fear. Actually, it feels more like fear of taking the next step. So it could be like a stuck between wanting to start fresh and being scared to actually commit to that leap. So you might already be realizing, right, that what you wanted isn't actually what you wanted. And there's like a moment of clarity and healing, and you're seeing the light. But yeah, there's an energy of that fear of taking the next step, a fear of, you know, like I said, that fancy big corporate job in an apartment in the city. You might realize that's not what you want, but there's a fear of saying, I'm packing up and moving to the country. I don't know why that example's coming up. So if it relates to you, then hi. Okay, which makes sense with the Ten of Pentacles in reversed. So upright, it means long-term stability, like generational wealth, legacy. So with it reversed, it can feel like instability to those foundations, like financial stress, that tension, that this long-term game isn't panning out the way it's supposed to. It feels like this sunken cost fallacy. You're just like, I put so much work in, it's not working out, but I don't want to release it because this was the plan. This was the plan. So yeah, it's like it's so understandable. That hesitation is so understandable, right? It's realizing the old model isn't working. That's scary. That's really scary. But with the star sitting like right in the middle of all of this, this is reassurance. This isn't a doom spiral. It's stripping away so something more honest and sustainable can be rebuilt. Going back to the chrysocolla, like this is speaking your truth. This is authenticity. This is very exciting. It's scary, but it's exciting because you now know. You now know that it's less about the invitation is less about leaping blindly now. Now it's saying heal first, then leap with intention. Now that you know what you don't want, you can build from clarity, intentionality, from following your North Star. Okay. Should we take this one? All right. The Lovers. Do I want to take it reverse, sideways, straight up? You know what? Okay. I'm still deciding whether I want this upright or reversed, but I feel like it doesn't matter because at the core of it, the Lovers is about alignment and choice. So whether you're aligning truly with your values or with what feels good, making a choice out of self-love or not, you know, it's choosing what's actually true for you rather than what looks good or what you were told to want. So it's like a union of opposites. So the Lovers is like the yin and yang energy, right? The masculine and feminine energy. It's the theme of integrating both parts of yourself. It's duality. So let's just rewind, right? So the main thread running through all of this is that the old definition of a good life isn't satisfying you, is it? And there's a fear of admitting that out loud because the old blueprint doesn't work. What do you do now? And the Lovers is the answer. It's asking you to stop choosing based on what you think you're supposed to want and start choosing like based on what's actually aligned. So this could be, your work, your home, your creative path, your sense of self, your identity, or even, the classic definition of this card of like the soulmate card, a relationship. So it could be feeling like a real fork in the road moment where it's just like, do I take the easy, familiar option or do I take the honest option? And they're not the same thing. And the invitation is to pick honesty. Because either way, they're both going to be hard. Being stuck in something that doesn't feel aligned is hard. Taking that leap of faith is hard. Choose your hard. Let's grab some self-care messages. Oop, sorry. I just bumped you. Shine. Oh, look at that. Don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. Shine brightly, my friend. Ooh, sorry. Okay, so yeah, this could be like the fear of being seen, or it's like confirming the fear underneath the Fool in reverse. So are you shrinking yourself? Are you editing yourself down, like watering yourself down, muting your gifts so you fit into like the definition of stability or the Nine of Cups version of acceptable happiness, Okay, we're going to take a Forest Friends Oracle. Got two. So first one, we've got the Moth. Moth, embrace change. If you let yourself be guided by the light, you can reach your highest self. Oh, you can't see that. We're gonna put that there. All right. Yeah, so follow your North Star. That's your compass. Friendly dear. Friendship. True friends are one of life's greatest gifts. Keep them close. That's really sweet. Yeah, you don't have to do this alone. Reach out to friends, to community. Find your people. I'm gonna put you here. Oh, yeah. And here are just some cards with little self-care actions to take. Oop. Yeah, I'm gonna take these two. I welcome each thought with love, then let it go. For each thought that arises, softly whisper, welcome, and then goodbye as it passes. So with this fear and staticky energy and wanting to keep quiet, there might be some, like negative self-talk to keep you small, to keep you reined in. And when you're stepping into that new identity, the old identity programming, thoughts, ideas will still pop up, but they're just thoughts. Welcome them with love and let it go. Those are just past versions of yourself still cropping up, and we're gonna love and integrate all parts of ourselves stepping into the new timeline. I trust the journey even when I do not understand it. Reflect on past success to boost your confidence. Okay, I love this. This is evidence building, right? So I love self-concept work and identity work, and part of that is embodying your future self. And with future self embodiment, a really great technique is to have evidence building. Every small moment where your light, your gift, your weird specific niche thing lands really well, log that as evidence. The new identity is already true. Okay, let's see what's in here. Embrace the pause between where you are, where you were, and where you are. Yeah, you're in that liminal space. You're in that in-between space where you've made the realization, but you're too afraid to take the leap. So just embrace it. Give yourself props for having this realization that there is something new. There is a new path. Okay, so it's such a beautiful way to end the reading, because it's taking the pressure off, right? It's less pressure and more like permission, because like everything that's spread can sound like old identity crumbling, the fear of leaping, the new self-concept choice, the don't dim your light, like it could easily feel rushed, like yeah I know, I see the message, like why, like what do I do now? Why haven't I fully transformed yet? So this pause is not like a delay, it's just part of the process. You're not behind, okay? It's just, we're at the fork in the road, and just embrace this sacred pause. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Okay, and last but not least, I want to pick a major arcana pendant from one of these gashas. You. What do we have here? The Chariot. Oh. You see that? Would it focus? It's not going to focus. I'm going to put it down there. Got the Chariot, Cancerian energy. We're just leaving Cancer Cancer season right now. If you're watching this in real time, we've just moved into Leo season. Anyway, I digress. After the sacred pause, this is so satisfying to know, because the Chariot is like a go card, right? It's such a satisfying next beat. It's basically, okay, now move. Willpower, forward motion. But it's like from alignment rather than force. So the key with the Chariot is that it's not about brute forcing your way through the obstacles, right? It's about the two opposing forces, so very aligned with that, the integrating your both parts, your duality. Because of the two sphinxes, it's not going to focus. Never mind. If you squint really hard, there are two little sphinxes right there. So those two opposing forces being harnessed and pointed in the same direction. Drive plus direction. Control comes from clarity, not tension. So the pause isn't indefinite. It's just a breather. The Chariot showing up is that when you make your next step towards your North Star, when you make your next step to embrace the change, right? You won't be doing this out of anxiety to prove something. You'll be doing this because you actually chosen your direction, which is so beautiful. All right, I'll end your reading there. Thank you, pile number 1. I'll catch you later. I love you. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you picked Upside Down Kitty with the pyrite, this is your reading. So pyrite is fool's gold. It's about abundance and attracting wealth and also like mental clarity and confidence. So how lovely, so shiny. And we'll look at this card at the end. Little secret card, go over there. Alright, so we're just going to check in on any messages that you need to hear right now. What does pile number 2 need to hear right now? You want to come out? Ace of Swords. I love this, how it links with the mental clarity of the pyrite. So aces, they are pure, unfiltered potential. It's like a fresh start. And with the swords, it's about your mind. So yeah, the mental clarity, truth, a breakthrough moment, or a decision you've been dancing around is becoming obvious. So it's like the fog is lifting, which is so nice. So it just feels sharp and clear. So if you've been overthinking something, it's saying that you know the answer. Let's get more. The Fool in reverse, but you don't want to take the leap just yet. So when the answer comes through, this clear mental clarity, this truth, there's almost a hesitation to take that leap of faith. This came out in pile 1, so you could have come from pile 1, or there's a message in there for you too. So yeah, it's just, you don't need to do like something bonkers. You just need to take the first step. Now that you've got your clarity, just take that first step. Because not choosing is also a choice, right? Wow. Oh, okay. Okay. Lovers came out for pile number 1 too. 4 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles. All right, let me just arrange this. Okay, so again, you might want to check out pile number 1 as well, pile 2. So with the Lovers in reverse, this is like the choice card, but it's like out of alignment. So maybe you're choosing based on fear instead of your truth. So, or you're stuck in indecision. You're weighing the pros and cons instead of like really feeling it out and just like trusting your instincts and trusting what that desire that has been placed on you, that divine desire has been placed on you. You're questioning that, possibly. It can also like point to misalignment between what you say you want and what you're actually choosing on a day-to-day. So this card is like asking you to be really honest with yourself about where you're out of integrity with your own values. Because with the Ace of Swords clarity we pulled, it's already told you the truth. You know the truth. You're just not fully choosing it yet. And then with this Page of Pentacles, these cards are so freaking cute. Look at his belly. I love seeing this one show up because it's like a green light card. This is new opportunity energy, like specifically around money, your career, or like a tangible project. It's beginner energy. It's being excited about the beginning process. It's about the learning phase. It's going ahead with a sparkly glimmer, instead of like needing to be an expert already. So there might be like a opportunity coming in, or it's already here and it's just asking you to show up and do the work instead of just like dreaming about it. Now we've got the Queen of Wands. Hello, main character energy personified. She's confident, magnetic. She does not shrink herself for anybody. I love to think of the Queen of Wands as like a baddie. She knows her worth. She's not asking for permission to take up space. So you're being called to step into that energy. Stop playing small. Stop waiting to feel ready, and just walk in like you already know that you're her. You're that girl. You're the queen. And then with the Four of Wands, it's such a beautiful card to land on. This is celebration, homecoming, milestone energy. Celebrate good times, come on. This is stability after like a season of growth. Like you've built something and now it's actually time to enjoy it. So this is the confirmation that whatever you've been working towards is coming together. There is a celebration on the other side. And it's so deserved. But you have to make the choice to do the thing, to get there. See if there's any other messages. Woo! I love jumpers. I love cards that jump out. All right. Page of Cups. Oh. So this is like reconnecting with your intuition and creativity. This is like emotional openness. And it's like really playful and soft. So it's a really, really sweet energy coming through. So after all that clarity, the hesitation, the choice and opportunity, it's saying, let yourself feel it. Stay open, like don't armor up right when the good stuff starts happening. Channel that Queen of Wands energy. Know your worth. Know you deserve this. See if anything else comes through. Sorry, I just bumped you. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so I don't want to cover up the cards. I don't know what to do. Let's do this. With the Judgment and the Page of Cups, right? This is like a wake-up call, a reckoning, your inner calling that you can't ignore anymore. It's like look back to everything, all your choices, your patterns, your past, and finally see it clearly enough to make a decision about who you're becoming next. This is like rebirth energy, but it comes with self-reflection first. So it's basically confirming that the Ace of Swords clarity is about to turn into action, and you're being called forward. And you know it. This isn't a random shift. Like you're finally answering something that you've been hearing for a while. Oh, sorry. Ooh, hello, you two. The Magician and the Emperor. Okay. The Magician in reversed. So the Magician is a reminder that you are the co-creator of your reality. It's in reverse. It's probably just maybe you've forgotten your innate magic. You've forgotten that doubting yourself. It's like, okay, I'm gonna turn him up right. Here's like he's got the wands, the pentacles, the cups, the sword. You have all the tools you need. Like, you've got the skills, the connections, the resources, like you, and the innate magic. You stop guessing, stop guessing the magic you already have access to. Okay? The Emperor, this is structure, authority, stability, energy. So this is about taking control and setting boundaries, building something with solid foundation, instead of leaving it to chance. So this card is asking you to take authority in your own life. Like, stop waiting for someone else to give you permission or structure, and create it yourself. So it's very much like be the leader you're waiting for. And so paired with the Magician in reverse, it's like the universe is saying you don't need someone else's power or approval. You need to trust your own and build from there. Should we get going? I feel like I'm saying the same message over and over again. Ooh, okay. So much wealth, stability, like legacy. So even though the knights are like the fastest moving energy, like with the pentacles, pentacles are very steady. So it's methodical and reliable. So it's asking you to show up consistently and doing the work, even when it's not glamorous. But this is really grounding to build this foundation, to build this thing that's actually gonna last. This is the kind of abundance that sticks around. So it's not like just temporary. So the Emperor, again, is asking you to build this foundation. The Magician is to remind you that you have the tools, you have the magic, you have everything you need for this kind of abundance. Oh, look at the doggies. Very cute. All in all, the message is this: you already have the clarity. You already have the power. You just have to stop hesitating and start showing up consistently. And then the leap isn't as scary as it feels, and what's waiting for you on the other side is worth every step. Okay. Oh, and I love this is like all connected to the pyrite. Wowee! Okay. The self-care oracle deck. Wow, you got so many. All right. Move. This is lovely. A long walk is good for the soul. Get outside and allow Mother Nature to lift your spirits. Authenticity. Live life for you, not the audience in your head. Yes. Making that aligned decision with the integrity, like don't disconnect from your values, right? So rituals. Steady yourself with simple rituals. Do the dishes. Ugh. Fold the laundry. Ugh. Water the plants. Make a cup of tea. Let wisdom sneak up on you. Okay. You know what this is reminding me of? So I love doing self-concept work, right? So embodying your future self now. Doing like simple rituals, like where you don't really have to think, is such a great moment to fully step into that character, to rehearse, to do the method acting of your future self. So that could be a fun little exercise. Invitation. The words you speak are an invitation to life. A request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. Yes. Words are spells. Cast a spell onto your energy. Speak life into yourself. And time. Time spent worrying is time spent. Yeah. It's the most precious resource we have. Choose it wisely. Feeling good is your job, baby. That's a little message from our forest friends. Okay. Ooh. Oh my gosh. We got wolves. How cool. That could be a sign for you. References or images or seeing wolves. Wolf mother, reach for the stars. If you don't reach for the stars, you'll never catch one. Go for it. Go do the things. And questing wolves, leadership. If you know where you're going, don't be surprised if others follow. Yeah. So having that authority, that sense of authority, and being showing up authentically, that gives permission for other people to do the same. That's leadership. Okay, and these are self-care cards with like a little thing to do. That's so many. That's all right. Wow. Okay. I trust my inner light to guide me. Schedule a health-related appointment you've been postponing. Did this come up for pile one? I can't remember. But this came up for me recently because I was like, I haven't been to the doctor or the dentist in a while. Anyway. I surround myself with love and positivity. Make plans today to spend time with someone who uplifts you. My value is measured by my own standards of success. Invest in a small way to improve a skill or hobby you are passionate about. I am gentle with myself and recognize my beauty. Write down 3 things that make you unique. I trust my intuition that leads me to the right path. Make a small decision today based on your gut feeling. Just take what resonates. I didn't realize there were so many that just fell out. Taking time for myself is necessary and important. Prepare a healthy meal for yourself. All very good advice. Okay. Now, let's see what message is here. Don't rush yourself. There's joy in the journey. It feels like the steady consistency, the showing up consistently, that make it fun. How can you make it more joyful? How can you up the enjoyment? I love the idea that, yes, you have a destination, like you have a goal, and that's really wonderful to be working towards it. But if you can make the journey, come on, the journey so enjoyable that it's just like, I'm not saying that you won't reach your goal or your destination, but if you're making the journey so delicious, like it almost doesn't matter. You just keep working towards your goal because it's a goal to get to. It's the cherry on top. But every moment, all the decisions, everything that you go through to get to that goal, that's like the whole cake. That is the yummy part of it. Does that make sense? Okay. And finally, I want to pick a Major Arcana pendant from my gachas. Just for fun. This is the final message. Sorry, this is really loud. Hang on. Okay. And we have the star. Okay, it won't focus. Okay, so I like to see the star as your North Star. This is so linked to pile 1 again. So the star is about hope, healing, renewal, like the calm after the storm. But I also like to see it as your compass, your North Star. So basically, to wrap up this whole reading, it's saying that you're going to be okay. That this is restored faith. It is trusting again. It's steady, quiet hope. And it's just like, okay, so it's just like a reminder that you are healing, you are being guided, and the future genuinely does look bright for you. So take this as your sign, keep going. You're a star, baby. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. I will catch you later. I love you, bye. Hello, my pile number 3. If you picked the Lofi cat with the lepidolite, this is your reading. So the lepidolite is the stone of calm, of emotional balance, which is so lovely. I'm going to put the card over here and we'll have a look at it at the end of the reading. All right, let's see what messages you need to hear today. Any loving guidance? The Empress, that is so lovely. This is like the feminine energy. It's creation. It's like abundance. And also, it's the 3rd major arcana. Number 3 for pile 3. How lovely. So yeah, it's like abundance, nurturing, creativity. It's like fertility in every sense of the word. So not just like having a baby, like a human baby. It's like creating new projects and ideas. And it's like with ease and flow. She's the embodiment of receiving and creating from flow. Like, yeah, but I just said that. And ease rather than force. So yeah, how lovely. You know, it's like creating something out of a place of love. You know, there's no pressure. And it's also very linked to like the Mother Nature card. Mother Nature card is very linked to Mother Nature. What is wrong with me? Honestly, pile 3, coming into your reading, I had to restart like 3 times. I knocked over the cards. I knocked over the tripod. Anyway, definitely needing this stone of calm. All right. So if you have that jittery, anxious energy, the Empress is calling for you to lean into this energy. All right, let's see what else comes up. So yeah, nurturing energy, mothering energy. Strength in reverse. Okay, this feminine nurturing energy, it's not weak. So the strength upright is like quiet confidence, quiet strength. It's, look at this hedgehog. It's like putting daisy chains in the lion's mane. So it's not through brute force that strength comes. So that gentle power and patience. It did come out in reverse, didn't it? Okay, so that could indicate that you're trying to force your way through something instead of trusting. Like the steady strength works better. So it could feel like low confidence. So it's like it's a gentle nudge to stop pushing yourself so hard and let yourself receive and rest instead of like white knuckling through everything. The strength is still there. It's just asking to be accessed differently right now. Softer, not forced. calm, calm, calm. There's an invitation to take a deep breath, my pile number 3. All right, what else? Oops, sorry. What are the gentle, loving messages for my pile number 3? Okay, let's take that. 6 of Wands. This is like the fame, recognition card. This is, look. This is success. So, yeah, you don't have to force your success. So, he's in a parade to celebrate their success, right? Okay, so what's coming up is like releasing that hustle culture. Releasing the idea that success only comes from like burning yourself out, from pushing yourself, from really like nose to the grindstone. It's like success can come from this softness, can come from flow, you know? It's like, yeah. All right, I'm just gonna get more cards. But that's really lovely. It's a real lovely confirmation. And I think you know this. I think you consciously know this, that you can create a life of abundance, of creativity, through flow and doing things you love, through ease and joy. But on a subconscious level, you might not believe it. So the difference between knowing something consciously and believing it on a subconscious level. Hey, is that a... Okay. The Fool! Has that like popped up for all the piles so far? So the Fool in reverse is that there's a hesitation. There's a hesitation to take that leap. So while you know this ease, this softening can bring you that success, will make you feel good, is what you need right now, there is a hesitation to take that leap into that identity. Any other messages, please, for my pile number 3, my Empress pile. Whoa, okay. Yeah. The Moon. So that's subconscious work. That's that subconscious belief isn't quite there yet. I'm going to put you two together. Okay, this Two of Cups here, I'm just going to take it as balanced masculine, feminine energy. So you might be running more on a masculine go, go, go energy and not the receiving, being Empress energy. So that's an invitation to look at where and how you can just feel a bit more balanced. So I'm going to go 7 of Cups, Knight of Wands, and 5 of Wands in reversed. Yeah, so all 3 of these is just kind of confirmation of that slowing down. You might be so inundated with choices of options and just feeling so it's like overwhelmed. This I I can't even speak. But with it reversed, it's like clarity around the path. So just taking a slower pace and letting, it's like sleeping on it, right? It's not forcing. Again, it's not forcing the outcome. It's not hustling to get all the things and being overwhelmed by it. It's kind of just slowing down. With the Knight of Wands here as well. So the Knight is usually all fire and impulsive action, chasing the next exciting thing. And this can be scattered energy, which it's coming through in this reading, if you cannot tell. It's like starting things and not finishing them, or acting like recklessly without a plan. So like slow down. Slow any impulsiveness that you might be feeling about when you're in that hustle phase. And don't let like restlessness push you into something half thought out. And the Five of Wands. So upright is about like competition, friction, conflict, and everyone like fighting to be heard. So this could be in like real life, or this could literally just be in your mind. Like all the thoughts fighting for attention. So the scattered feeling, very prominent here. But there's clarity coming through. Things are calming down. The chaos is settling. All in all, we are focusing on embodying the Empress. Okay, I am going to put this aside and see if any other additional messages wants to come up for us. I didn't do this for the other piles, but I'm doing it for this pile because I felt that was super scattered. The Devil in reverse. All right, this is maladaptive coping mechanism, but in reverse, it's like you're noticing what's not working. You're noticing what you're doing that's not conducive to the person you want to be, to your future self. It's breaking bad habits, which yay. Okay, let's take this one. Yeah, Nine of Swords, anxiety. It's like waking up at 3 a.m. with your mind spiraling. Are you like, you staying up too late? You staying up too late scrolling? You staying up too late overthinking? Maybe that's like the bad habit that you need to break. There is a habit that you're ending, and that in turn will help with the anxiety. Any other messages, please? Okay, let's take those two. Knight of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. That's like balancing act. Like having to juggle your responsibilities and so yeah, like juggling priorities, balance, adapting with ease. This is when it's upright, okay? So in reverse, it might be feeling like overwhelmed, overcommitted, struggling to keep like your things spinning, like your plate spinning, and can feel a bit disorganized. Again, linking to the Empress energy to soothe that, as the balm to this anxiety. It's breaking that bad habit that's leading to this anxiety. And the King of Pentacles, this is abundance mastered. This is financial security, stability, like tangible success through like effort over time. And we know that this can be built through ease and flow and creativity. So step into that kind of like grounded energy, slow it down, end whatever this is. Yeah, so the Empress energy, the King of Pentacles energy, breaking that habit. These are going to be so helpful. Stone of Calm. That is what we're aiming for, I think. Sounds like. This reading is very chaotic. But hey, you know what? We got there. And my battery's about to run out, so let's get into some self-care cards. Oh my goodness, too many. You need a lot of self-care, okay? We're gonna take these 3. Release. Sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go. Let go of all the juggling and all the hustle. Release. Look how pretty that is. Authenticity. Live life for you, not the audience in your head. I think this popped up for pile 1. Yeah, okay, yeah. You might want to look at what but you might want to watch pile 1 as well, or you may have come from pile 1. So moving into that ease energy. Stop. How do I say this? Performative hustle. Like using being busy as a badge of honor. Get rid of it. Move. A long walk is good for the soul. Get outside and allow Mother Nature to lift your spirits. The Mother Nature card. Go for a walk. Go out, touch grass. We're slowing down, baby. Right. Any messages from our forest friends? Soaring Crow, wisdom. You are intelligent, resourceful, and can adapt. Trust in your own wisdom and soar high. Oops. Alright. More self-care cards. This has little actions. Oh gosh. Okay, I'll take those 2. Take those 2. I choose to focus on what I can control and release what I cannot. Identify one thing outside of your control that you will commit to release worrying over. I'm going to put you there. Seems fitting. And I let go of the past and future, living in the now. Close your eyes and focus solely on the present physical sensations for 30 seconds. That's, yeah, the grounding message and the Empress energy. It's very conducive. It's very conducive. It's very... So that, okay. My gosh, my words. Okay. The King of Pentacles, the grounding energy, and the Empress. A lot of it is about being in the moment. I think what might be really helpful, pile number 3, is practicing gratitude and living in the moment, like mindfulness and just slowing down. That's, yeah. Have a break, have a Kit Kat, pile number 3. All in all, I feel like that's the energy that we're focusing on. The Empress. Okay, before we go, I'm gonna pull, these are major arcana pendants. And final message. We're done. Okay. We got the Hermit. Yeah. take some time. Take some time to hermit. Go hermit mode. Step back, relax, tap within. That's where you'll get your connection to your inner wisdom. Quieten down all the external noises, all the anxiety and everything that you're kind of masking. Yeah, I think that's going to be really, really helpful to be able to balance out your energies, to find calm, to find flow, to find ease. So yeah, take some time for yourself, look after yourself. My pile number 3, I'm going to end it there. I will catch you later. I love you. Bye.